Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is, what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to I Want Her Shoes podcast, where we explore style, ambition, reinvention, and the women who help us step more confidently into their lives. I'm your host, Anna Anderson, and today's episode is all about style, not the runway version, but the real life version. And my guest today is Amy Salinger, a national recognized fashion expert who has styled for Oprah Winfrey Show, TLC's What Not to Wear, The Makeover Story, and was a cast member on the Lifetime series $1 Million Shoppers, which is amazing. And Amy has styled celebrities like Kate Moss, Michelle Williams, worked with major retailers including Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Target, and JCPenney, and appeared as a stylist expert everywhere from The Today Show to SiriusXM, Living with Martha Stewart. But what makes Amy truly special is her philosophy. And after spending years in the high gloss world of editorial fashion and television, she realized that there was a disconnect between magazine style and real life. So she created StyleMethod, a system designed to help everyday women like us understand their wardrobe, shop smarter, and feel incredible about what they wear. And because, according to Amy, style isn't about impressing people. It's about the moment when you look in the mirror and feel your swagger kicking in. And honestly, we all need a little bit of that. Welcome, Amy. It's so nice to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here. I love my bio. Damn, I've done a lot of stuff in 20 plus years. All right. That sounds good.
Well, let's dig right into it. You've styled for Oprah, television shows, celebrities, and major retailers, but I love that you say you weren't always confident in your own style.
No.
How did your personal journey shape the way you approach styling today? And before that, let's go back a little bit and tell me about you. Where did you grow up?
Sure.
Who's Amy?
Who's Amy? Oh boy, we need more than an hour for this. We'll try and make this succinct. So I grew up in like typical suburbs of Connecticut. I explain it like, do you want to go to dinner at TGI Fridays or Bennigan's type of crap? Which, oh my God, get me out of there. I did. I left. Made my way through a lot of major cities, Boston, Chicago, eventually New York City, and I graduated college at a time when styling wasn't a thing. I mean, this was 2002. So this TV stylist had just come about. And I was like, you're telling me I can play dress up for a living and people will pay for it? And I had no formal background, no education in it. And I, with the chutzpah of a 23-year-old, was like, let's jump.
Let's do it.
Like, whatever. I had always been known as the hair and makeup guru amongst my friends. And it was something that like I was a competitive ice skater and dancer. And so I was doing everyone's hair and makeup, then everyone's proms and weddings. But I never really wanted to do that for a living. And styling came about and I was like, oh, it's a creative outlet, but something different. And my own personal style was nothing to write home about. My friends later on, after I actually was a stylist, were like, we were a little concerned about your career choice because your style was naked. Basically, the less clothing I could have on, the more stylish I thought I was. And so I leapt into this career without, honestly, a very good sense of personal style, which surprises a lot of people.
Well, that's a really cool story.
Yeah.
And, and look at you now. Now you have an amazing personal style.
Well, thank God. I always say it's like a dentist with bad teeth. Get away, run fast.
And I think that's a beautiful story, too, because that means you don't have to have good style to develop good style. Right?
Absolutely not.
And you've spent years in editorial television styling. What did you notice about the difference between fashion when we see it in magazines and the way real women actually live? Because even in the 90s, like, it was different.
Yeah, you're calling it out. You're calling it out.
It's not the same. Like, naked was in back then.
Naked was in back then. We wanted to be
naked.
I mean,
Victoria's Secret was, you know, like
naked style is always
American Apparel. Like, you know, all of those brands, I feel like they were kind of selling that.
Yeah. And they were also selling one body type. I think that's kind of the biggest thing. As far as like me recognizing that it was not transitioning kind of what I was doing into the real world had a lot to do with this singular body type, the high focus on like, we're only dressing this singular body type. And as I started branching out.
You were early on that.
I was early on it. It was presented to me in a really beautiful and accidental way. I didn't go after personal styling. I actually went to an interview at Harpo, which was Oprah's production company, basically. And I was living in Chicago. And they were like, the producer that I had an interview with was apparently looking for a new personal stylist. And this was,
voila!
Right, surprise. It was like, have you ever done something like this before? And I was like, sure. No, I had never done it. But you say yes and you figure it out after the fact.
Absolutely.
And the senior producers at Harpo were actually my first personal styling clients. And it just excited me. I was like, there's so much more opportunity here, not only in being in control of my own, you know, life, business-wise, because I'm not waiting for my next job. I'm not waiting for an agent to call me or a magazine to call me. I am literally able to build a brand, search out clients, and work with all different types of beautiful body types, genders, backgrounds, lifestyles, all of it. And that was awesome to me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I love that. It sounds like you're kind of one of the first stylists that really was like
let's not get crazy. There is a Rachel Zoe in this world, but sure, Amy Salinger next.
There you go. I think that's amazing. And let's talk about the birth of StyleMethod.
Yeah.
Tell us about StyleMethod. What is the core philosophy behind it?
Sure. Wow, core philosophy is a loaded question because I do have a lot of ones. One that I always say is that own less, style more. And this applies across the board to all different body types, budgets, lifestyles. It's also based in the idea of like, we can all be our most authentic selves on the outside. And it's not as complicated as a lot of people make it. I've designed black and white concepts and like almost like mathematical equations for people to figure out who am I on the inside and how do I showcase that on the outside.
That's really cool.
It's real. I have a brain that, yes, is hyper creative, but super logical. Thank you to my father. And I've combined those two things to hopefully make styling not only more accessible, but less anxiety.
Less stressful. Because I feel like that's something people like, you know, like even I sometimes I come in here and I'm like, okay, sometimes having too many choices.
Let me have a field day in this place. I swear, girl, I could get some things done in here.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun just to like, that's like girls.
Yeah, so much fun.
That. Well, let's talk about the nothing to wear myth because that's what I was I was going there. Almost all of us say the same thing, even me with this closet. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't have anything to wear.
I think
why does that happen?
Oh my God. I mean, I have simple answers for why this happens. I always talk to people about why a closet clean out, and this will all circle back. A closet clean out is truly the most important thing that anyone can do because it gives birth to you loving, not, oh, it's fine. Oh, that's like the kiss of death to me. Or, oh, I like that. It works good enough. Like, I want that out of your life. I want everything in your closet to be like, oh, it fits right. You love it. The silhouette is gorgeous. You can pair everything in your closet kind of a million different ways. The closet clean out is there to help you go through and literally, I mean, I love this, but I've never loved the color. Okay, well, you're not going to change the color. Like, get rid of it.
We can't have that.
Exactly. Iron fist on things. You can't restyle a color. Yes, there are different ways to play around with things, but you have to be honest with yourself.
Like if it's not your color, get rid.
It's not your color, and that's okay. And if it's got a huge puff sleeve that is going to cost $100 to tailor off and the shirt costs $90, get rid of it. It's not worth it. But once you do that, yeah, it sucks. Nobody's like, yay, I'm going to clean out my closet today. But after that happens, the instant shift that occurs, the lightness, the weight is lifted off of you. You don't walk into your closet with your clothes mocking you. The more you have does not mean you have more to wear. It means individual items are literally mocking you. You're wearing the same stuff, no matter what. This piece is going, remember when you bought me and you paid too much? Oh, remember when I used to fit you? Like, get that shit out of your way and everything will start to be happier when you walk into your closet.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
I think it's harder said than done.
Of course,
because sometimes you're
is.
like, but I wore this.
Okay.
Like I have an emotional.
No, we're gonna do rules for this too. So rules for this are, if you aren't sure about something, maybe piles are totally welcome, but you have 1 week to decide on that maybe pile. If your brain isn't, just put it off to the side. Maybe, I'm not sure. Put it off to the side. Revisit it in 48 hours. Revisit it in 72 hours. If you get to the 7 days and you have not thought about this piece, bye. And by the way, have friends that are, maybe a little bigger or a little smaller than you. And then it feels a lot better passing it on because you know the good life it's about to have. Right. Don't feel bad about it.
Give it to a friend. So
give
then
it
you
to
won't
a friend.
it's not,
I have an amazing black and white coat that was given to me by my amazing friend Devin. She said she never wore it. I have not taken it off this entire winter. Boom. Thank you.
There you go. So one of the key messages is buying what you need and use what you have. How can women start shifting their relationship with shopping?
Ooh, that's a really good one.
Sometimes you just buy things, right?
Yeah, of course.
You see now, especially with it, Instagram.
Oh,
you just buy.
Stay off of Instagram, especially later hours.
I literally don't have my credit cards.
No, do not. That's the kiss of death, because what happens is you're putting Band-Aids on top of a bigger problem.
Over again. Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy.
They know you. It's called an algorithm. They understand what they're doing. This is why starting with the closet consultation becomes even more important. Once you're getting the things out of your closet, you're able to clearly see the holes, to clearly see, oh my God, I don't have that leather bomber, or I don't have that great pair of straight leg jeans. It just all becomes much more clear. Writing a list, even if it's a quick note in your phone of seeing a trend on the street, you're like, oh, I love that. Let me put that on my phone. Really focus on that list. It allows you to be directed in what you're buying. If you want to do your hit of dopamine for the shopping, I get it. Buy an accessory, a pair of fun earrings, a pair of
shoes.
Took the words out of my mouth. A pair of fun shoes, something that you can restyle over and over again, and it's not like oh my God, I can't believe I bought that. Let it bring joy. I'm not here to take away that hit of dopamine. Trust me.
No, I don't think you are.
No, I love shopping.
So let's talk about the swagger moment, that feeling when someone sees themselves in the mirror and stands a little taller. What does that moment mean to you?
Ooh, it's my favorite moment.
Yes.
It means I've done my job right. I mean, people don't even realize they're doing it, and I can see it instantaneously, and I bring it to the client's attention. It's oh, I'm trying on clothes and I'm shoulders down. They're like, I don't know. I bought this. I spent too much. All the reasons why they don't love it. And then as I start shifting, and sometimes we haven't even bought anything, I'm just restyling what they already own. And they're like, oh my God,
this is
what?
Cool.
And the model walk happens, the magical swagger moment. And it's such an amazing thing to see, because to see someone see themselves in a different light in an instant. I mean, it is an instant. You're just putting on different clothes is magical.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love seeing myself.
Right, exactly. A good outfit can have you walking out the door like, hey.
Yes, girl. And you've styled celebrities and everyday people. What are the biggest differences, and what are the surprising similarities between the two?
So I'm going to go as far as to say there aren't a lot of differences. What I have learned over the years is that no matter your body type, everyone has something about themselves that they're like, oh, well, I don't love this, or I don't love that. And it's a little bit of insecurity. It's a little bit of discomfort.
Right.
And it's all about, how do we break that psychological connection of discomfort? And I'm not here to be like, no, you're wrong. You don't look like that. What I do say to people is, you see yourself differently than the rest of the world sees you, but I'm going to be sensitive to that as I'm styling you, and choose pieces that maybe don't highlight what you're uncomfortable with, but show you different ways to kind of work around it and understand that you're hotter than you realize you are, and have people view themselves the way the rest of the world sees them.
Yeah. Almost like a therapist.
There's no joke here. I say I'm 80% therapist and 20% stylist.
That's true, because it's all like changing people's mind perception of themselves.
Love it.
Right?
Yeah, totally. I'm inside people's heads. It's great.
Let's talk about women, because we go through so many different phases. Motherhood. We talked about kids earlier.
Yeah.
Both moms, career shifts, divorce, reinvention. How does style evolve through all of these different transitions?
Oh, so much so. It's unbelievable. And I think one of the biggest faults that people make is when they don't evolve with the world of themselves that is evolving in that moment. They try to either live in a past life, or they try to stay in the moment that they're in, or they're trying to create a version of themselves that isn't real. One of the big traps that people go into is dressing for a life that they don't have. It's like, your life is good enough. You can be fabulous in the life that you're in. I'll use myself as an example. I went from being big New York City stylist, running around to Bergdorf's and Saks and all the fancy fabulousness, to being a mom in Providence and working from home, because my whole business, I shifted it during the pandemic to being virtual. And that was really hard for me mentally. My body shifted, my location shifted, my job shifted. And it was like, who am I now? Who am I now? And how do I represent that while still feeling like myself? And it took me a hot second. And I'm a stylist. Exactly. So I don't want people to ever feel like they're alone in that. It is a very real thing that happens to everybody. And for me personally, I kind of stopped and said, I'm going to be my fabulous badass self. I don't know why I'm lessening myself.
You shouldn't. Nobody should, right?
You people don't understand what I have on. That's your problem, not mine.
I love it.
But I've actually lured people in now where, like, this is so funny. One of my friend's dads, I was dropping off at school and it was a snowy day and I had on these huge moon boots with fur on them, the whole thing. He goes, you waved to me, and I was like, who's waving at me? And then I saw your shoes and I was like, oh, it's Amy. And I was like, that's exactly what I want to hear.
I love it. I love that. And what are some of the few wardrobe pieces every woman should own that will make her feel put together?
I have a number one piece. Two pieces. We'll give you two pieces. Black leather bomber. Everybody,
you mentioned that earlier too.
Not even a question. I talk about it nonstop. That doesn't mean everyone needs to own the same leather bomber. There's 8,000 different versions of a leather bomber. It's about finding that perfect bomber for you, because it is a more expensive cost per wear piece, meaning you're going to spend more on it, but you're going to wear it all the time. So it's like pennies on the dollar at the end of the day. This is something you could wear literally with sweatpants, with jeans, with a cocktail dress. I mean, I could keep going. It instantly polishes and it instantly puts you together. And it's just fun. You feel like a badass when you throw it on. Who doesn't want that? The other thing is an LBD, a little black dress.
Right.
Again, something that can be different for every woman depending on your body type, your budget, what your lifestyle is. But that LBD can go anywhere from hot date night to wedding to funeral. I mean, I could keep going. It can literally do a million different things when restyled properly.
And in Miami, you can have a little white dress.
Oh, you can have a little black dress here too, girl. I'm just saying. You're just laying it up. I mean, I again, that has to do more with the material and the fit as far as the hot temperature goes here.
Yeah, no, because sometimes it's hot to wear black.
Yeah. Well, winter here is still winter, even if it's 75. That's what people forget.
Yes. No, it was cold this year too.
Yeah, I heard that rumor. If you were in Providence, you would have been colder.
Oh, yes. So, and how do we separate our authentic style from fashion trends? Because I feel like sometimes people just buy stuff and it looks like shit.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't fit.
Yes, exactly. And people chase trends and like, I get it. Even myself included, this oversized jean trend has been the bane of my existence. I have leaned in. I now love it, but it did take me a second.
It took me a few years.
It's hard.
And
I'm not
still
a
don't
tween.
wear them like that often, but
I have leaned in even harder this. Well, I guess we're going into the spring, but like but I have started to understand what silhouettes work better on me. Just doing oversized and baggy, I look like a garbage bag. It's just awful. I'm not a teenager, and happily so.
I feel like it's for younger. Like
it
it's
is.
like a Gen Z
It is.
trend. Yes.
The key, so this is a great example of making the trend work for you. The key for a more mature lady is having it much more fitted around the waist and in through the hips and even below the butt. You can't lose shape there because you start to look fat. There's the answer. It's just not cute.
You don't want to look like
right. So I love a little bit of trend, but like little bits can go far. Stick to staples; they'll always be better for you.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And how can style help women step into their next version of themselves? Because I think that's such.
You can see, the funny thing is that like we're always evolving, right? Well, I hope so. I love to constantly
always. Otherwise we're dying.
Thank you. Yes. Always evolving. You can do the chicken or the egg on this situation. It's like, who do I want to be? I know where I want my business to go next. And so I started dressing for that role. I'm doing a lot more social media, so I gotta, get it together, have my model walk on. Me wearing my cute little matching sweatsuit, although adorable, cannot be an everyday scenario. So I'm dressing for the role that I want to get into business-wise. So I have a very strong theory that confidence can come from the outside in. It's not necessarily from the inside out. And it's the idea of repetition, like a grateful journal. I'm grateful for. You start to reset your brain. Putting on an outfit that makes you feel amazing, like a badass, even if you're not feeling that way that day, your brain is going to start to shift into that role, into that evolution. And by the way, the first compliment you get, you're off and running. That's all you need.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Well, I've been really waiting to
talk about your
shoes.
That look a little beaten up.
They look amazing though. They look like they have an amazing story. So let's go. These are, so for people that are not watching, can you describe them as a stylist?
Okay, I love doing this. They are a gold caged ankle booty high heel. So they are
caged.
A sandal.
That's what that's called.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't know that.
Yes, they are open. So they look like a booty, but they're open toe, and caged means they're all open throughout the entire shoe. But they are a beautiful gold. They're a pump, but they're a walkable pump, I might say, because me and my old feet are not a fan of anything high-heeled, realistically. But these still reside in my world because, well, A, they're fabulous. And I do love to be extra fabulous every now and then.
And they go with everything.
They're about to go out to dinner with me tonight. Hey, girls. I love them. They're going to make this outfit better. They have a very special story behind them. So, I don't know. It was maybe 10 years ago. I was on one of my many reality shows. That's embarrassing and also hilarious at the same time. I was on $1 Million Shoppers, which was a show that aired right before Project Runway on Lifetime about high-end personal shoppers. I was told by the production company, you're doing press in the morning. So, okay, I got to wear a certain outfit, going to do press. And then middle of the day, I'm out doing my real job at Bloomingdale's, running around shopping for a client. And they're like, we need you to go to a red carpet tonight. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm at work, like in cool sneakers, let's be clear.
Of course.
Running around, and I'm like, red carpet ready. And I'm like, all right, I'm in a store. I can make this work. I didn't look at price tags for dresses because I knew I was only going to wear it on the red carpet. I will fully admit this. So it was fabulous. It was leather on the top with like tutu on the bottom. It was Alice and Olivier, and I was like insane about it. The shoes I knew were going to be mine forever. I had to buy this very quickly. I do not promote emergency shopping. That's such a no-no. It's such a no-no in my world because you buy things you don't really love. But obviously I do this a lot, so I have the skills to do this. I needed something that was fabulous, over the top, but would remain timeless in my wardrobe.
Right.
And for me, this gold, I love a gold. So a metallic caged high heel, I was going to be able to do this with jeans, fabulous dresses. Like, I could get a lot of use out of her. And I ended up wearing the jewelry that I had on from the morning press that I did, wearing that amazing dress, getting my makeup done at the MAC counter at Bloomingdale's. Gotta get it. I even told him, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not buying anything, but I need you to do full makeup right now. I'm always honest. And then buying these heels, and they have been around for 10 plus years, and damn, do I love them.
Well, that's an amazing story.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Amy. And let's go jump into this or that.
This is going to be my favorite.
All right, closet clean out or shopping day?
Well, I think I've already
Obviously,
closet clean out. You find gems hiding in there. This whole like, ooh, I forgot I owned that. Okay, there, you just went shopping in your closet.
I love it. Vintage treasure, designer splurge.
Okay, for me, vintage treasure, because I'm a treasure hunter.
I love vintage stuff too.
Oh my God.
And now it's trend, like it's all everybody wants.
I cannot wait to go to the flea market on Sunday. The Miami flea market on Lincoln is one of my...
Is it?
Oh
Is
my
there
God.
good stuff there?
Woo, I have found...
I need to check it out.
Oh my God, what? Okay, there. Now I've given you a project on Sunday. There we go. Always. Designer splurge. I can go to like a Nordstrom Rack and get a designer splurge. Exactly. Not as exciting.
Power blazer, silk slip dress.
Always power blazer because I can throw it on with jeans and a tee and I'm out the door.
Love it. High fashion runway or everyday street style?
Everyday street style. Yes. Sneakers and me are besties.
Statement piece or timeless classic?
Ooh.
Both. You can say both.
See, this is the thing. They can be both because my version of a timeless classic is also
a statement piece.
So there you go.
Yes. Tailored pants or perfect jeans?
Perfect jeans.
Neutral palette or bold color?
What season is it?
Sorry. Heels for drama or flats for freedom?
Flats for freedom.
Capsule wardrobe or maximalist closet?
Okay, I had to really think about this one. It all comes down to wearing everything you own. So the concept of capsule is dependent upon who you are. I own a lot of shit and I wear all of it. That's my capsule.
I love that. Style rules or personal intuition?
Both. Because I think that a lot of times when people look in the mirror and they go, this doesn't work, their intuition is saying, this doesn't work, but they can't apply the style rule. Right. And that's part of what my job is they'll show me something and they're like, it doesn't work. And I'm like, yeah, X, Y, and Z as to why. I give the answers. I translate the why. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Amy, thank you so much for bringing your wisdom, warmth, and decades of style experience to the I Want Her Shoes community. What I love about your work is that it reminds us style isn't about chasing trends or impressing anyone else. It's about the moment you see yourself clearly in the mirror and you think, yes, that's me, girl. Yes.
I love it.
And you've shown us that great style isn't reserved for magazine covers or red carpets. It's something every woman deserves to feel in her everyday life. In the school pickup line, in the boardroom, on the date, or simply walking through the world with confidence, right? To everyone listening, if you've ever stood in front of your closet thinking you had nothing to wear like me, maybe the real opportunity isn't more clothes or shoes. It's understanding what you already have and how to wear it with intention. Because when your style aligns with who you are, something shifts. Your shoulders come back, your chin lifts, and suddenly the world feels a little more like it belongs to you because it should. Well, thank you so much.
That.
This is so much fun.
That was always so much fun. And I can't wait to see you on my podcast.
I know. Well, now you have to pick a pair of shoes from here that represents you, and I'm going to take a little picture.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh so
that's really...
Can you give us... First of all, I love your nails. These are...
Oh, yeah, I know. I was looking at
them. They were
the
better, like the little, they were all gold, but they came off, came off. But
no,
they were for my caviar. I actually launched a caviar line.
Oh, yeah. What's going on? You were messaging me about that.
Yeah, it's called I Want Her Caviar. So it's actually a collaboration with Thomas Keller from French Laundry. So it's the same caviar they serve there. It's
oh my God.
In Sacramento. So
congratulations.
Yeah, I'll give you the little cards. I have some.
Oh, I would love
that.
Just on Sunday. It's like brand new.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought it goes, like AI is not going after caviars.
No, I know.
And it goes with all the little fabulous things that, already do and talk about, and all the ladies like everybody loves caviar.
I love that.
So, and my kids love it too. So.
Your kids love it?
Yeah.
Oh, that is such
I have to hide it.
They are
right.
expensive habit for...
All right, Amy, you gotta pick something, girl.
Well, here's the thing. I already see which ones are honest.
All right, well, let's do it.
What's the story behind your collection?
I mean, I've just always, my first business was, I had an eBay store, and I sold shoes and bags, and that was, and Sex and the City came out that time, and I just was...
Oh, you were
obsessed.
Was that amazing? Was that so good to ride that wave?
Oh my God,
oh my God.
Yes. I mean, I think people that didn't have that, they're missing out, because people were Gen Zs, they don't really have that.
No.
I'm doing dreamy versus, because the sneakers are my spot, but I want to be this.
I'm seeing.
Yes, okay,
they
let's
have
do
the
it.
gold ones.
All right, Aileen.
No, I'm gonna do it. Where do you want me to?
Let's see, it's just right here. Take both. Take
Well,
both of them.
Oh, okay. So I can show both my sides. I love that. Oh my god, I love these shoes.
Yeah, take both. Yeah. If you like both of them,
I love both.
I
These are
haven't
my
even worn
real.
those. I know because
Oh my god, these are like what I would really wear.
Really?
Yeah,
I
this
can
is
see
my
that
jam.
too. All right.
I'm a sneakerhead.
Sneakerhead.
Definitely.